That's a beautiful track right there by Blinky Bill. Ngoma inaitwa Mungu Halali kuzenyewe Mungu Halali. Benachi on Trace FM first with the hits. And as I promised you, you wouldn't believe who is in the studio. The one and only Benachi.
Yeah.
Benachi.
Yes.
Welcome to Trace FM.
Thank you so much.
Na uko na mafans wengi sana. Kuna mtu mmoja hapa anaitwa let's see Kevin Karegi. Anasema Allah kumbe mwanake ilikuwa afike Trace FM.
Nimefika leo.
Si ndio hivyo?
Ndio hivyo.
Now to anyone who's listening to you for the first time, who is Benachi?
So okay, Benachi is a guy that really can't do without Mungu.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on Mungu 100%.
Yeah.
Benachi ametoka mbali, places that akikaa chini sahi hizi connect, yani hizi isha ni Mungu tu amelead kila kitu. So in everything, my life is defined just by the goodness of God.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, you're based in the US right now.
Yeah.
But you were born and raised in Kenya.
Yeah.
Please tell us wapi.
Okay, I grew up in different places. I was born in Makongeni, here in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Raised there for a few years. Then my dad retired and then we went back to Oshago.
Yeah. Oh, that's unajitanga kijana wa ni Butere ama ni wapi?
Nuko bana. So we went back to Mashamba.
Yeah.
And then stayed there for almost 6 years.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then I ran away from Mashamba, came back here.
Life ya Ushago kidogo uliona.
Ilikuwa ngori, kwa noma. So you just wake up, all you do is take care of the animals, you know.
Yeah.
Go to Shamba, get ready for the harvest seasons that are coming up, you know.
Yeah.
And then that's it. If you wake up after you doing all that, there's nothing more. You just rest.
Really?
Yeah. So if you don't have anything going on, and you already you already did that, and then there's nothing else. So for me, it was like, no, I need to leave this place. You know.
Yeah.
So I had to raise like 500 shillings within 8 months.
What?
Yeah.
500 bob?
Yeah.
How old were you at that time?
I was 20. Yeah, 20. I was 20. So I remember I got in the bus, came back to Nairobi. The place that I was raised up in Makongeni, I could remember from country bus. You can walk through Kaloleni back to, Makongeni. So I knew people. I could remember where we lived. Yeah. So I came because at that time my sister was living here in Nairobi and my brother too. So I went there and I asked for her. They called her. She came pick me up, and then the rest is a history. So she took me to St. Stephen's Cathedral, the choir. So I joined the choir.
Oh, that's when you started doing music.
I joined the choir. I sang in the choir for a long time. In the process in the church, I met two of my friends. One passed away, so we formed a group called G Brothers.
Wait, you're in a group?
Yeah, I was in a group. Good News Brothers in full.
Yeah.
So that's when I started gaining courage of singing, writing.
Yeah.
Then it got to a point where now everybody had to go their own way.
Yeah.
So I found myself in the studio, you know. To make it short, I met Jay Blessing. Jay Blessing connected me to so many people.
Yeah.
You know, hanging out with him, you just meet a lot of people. So no fungo macho nakili. So I met good rapport and relationship with people around, and I used to do videos with him. And then I met a lot of people, DK, HK, DJ Mo, the whole gospel crew, you know, at that moment when they were still starting up.
Yeah.
And then from there, I went to the studio, did my first song called Nifanyange. It did good because at the moment I had known people, and they were surprised to find out that I was singing because they saw me shooting videos with Jay Blessing. Yeah. So there was a favor into it. My song did well. I figured out. It then got to a point where I had to do a second one. So I did my second one.
Yeah.
It didn't perform well like the first one, but it kept me going.
Yeah.
And then my third release was Mwanake.
Yeah.
So from there, it's been...
That's the song that opened doors.
Yeah, it opened doors for me and still does. And that's the song that really kind of put me out there, gave me grounds, and just show people who are really who I am, you know.
Okay, you have a very interesting story. As in, kuna point hadi you slept in the streets.
Yeah.
And by now you've traveled almost every country. Umekuwa France, umekuwa Switzerland, South Africa. Now, as a 20-year-old Benachi, would you have ever thought that ungefika penye uko saizi? Because yes, ulikuwa na dreams, but would you have ever thought?
No, let me tell you. There's a point in my life where I felt like I'm nobody. You know, the way we grew up, our parents used to tell us, if you don't go to school, that's it. Yeah, so I went to primary school, and then unfortunately my parents could not provide school fees for me to go to the secondary school. So I had to hang out in the kijiji. You know, here in Nairobi you can find things to do. In the kijiji
uko ni kulima tu shamba
kulima shamba alafu kushatoa ndevu kidogo hivi utafutiwa bibi kidogo na kwa mjamaa kijiji. So yeah, for me there's a time where I knew, man, my life is shattered because I was not able to go to the secondary school, you know. But you know, I just left the kijiji by faith.
Ulisevyo
sotano. So nilikuwa nafikia wasee manyasi kwenda kuvuna mahindi unazitoa hivi.
Bado ukutana nao, ulikuwa nao shags?
Nikienda ushago kuna wenye upata nao, kuna wenye bado tu unaongea kwa simu. So yeah, at that moment nikakuja Nairobi, vitu zika change. So I never thought that I would end up in the States. And then I never thought that I'll be at this point where I am right now. I thank God for the blessings. I thank God for keeping me safe, even granting me a family, 2 kids. I'm a business owner right now.
Oh, we're going to get into that.
So man, I never thought God just brought me to this point from the other end where I thought my life was really shattered, you know.
So Mwanake ndio ngoma by the way ilikuwa expose. Was that the song that actually got you going to perform in ni Talanta Awards?
Talanta Awards.
Magi. Was that the song? What was the creative process behind that song?
The song. Okay, so you know, when we grew up, I was listening to Gospel Fathers. Gospel Fathers. Those are the guys I was looking up to. So when I came to Nairobi, like I said, I met J Blessing and I started meeting a lot of people around Nairobi. They were doing gospel music. So when I did my first song, Nifinyange, there's a guy from the group.
That was actually a good song.
Man, it was for sure. It still is.
Still is.
Yeah. So he reached out to me on Facebook, and he told me, hey, I like your content and how you sing and the kind of music you're doing. I think it will go, if you stick up with Cabaret, you will do good. But I didn't have contacts and everything, so he told me to look for Cabaret, you know. So it was just like a connection, because I had met Cabaret before through J Blessing, and it was just for 3-4 minutes, and then he left. But this time around, I met him and he had watched the song. So we became friends, and then he decided to be my mentor, you know. So I was like going to the studios. You know, before you release a song, you go through 5-6 songs. So you record and then you choose one. So I used to record, send it to him, and he tells me his reviews and tells me, okay, go do this, or no, this one is not yet there. So I sent Mwanake, because Mwanake I did it myself. The whole song, I was just me. I sent it, and he called me, because we used to text, and I was like, he's calling me, what did I do? He said, this is a really amazing song, I love it and everything. So because before we had talked about doing a song. So after a few days, I was like, he likes this song. Why? Let me ask him if he can jump on this.
Ooh.
So I was asking with the fear. So I got positive response from him. He told me, yeah, we can really do it. And the thing that moved me at that moment is there was a studio in River Road. So most of the celebrities, they never, you know. So he surprised me. He came down there. He walked through the streets and I was like, what? We did the song, released it, you know. I remember at that time, I was really struggling in Nairobi for sure.
Yeah.
And even paying for studio was a problem.
Yeah.
There's a time Zelango paid a studio for me. So this time I have a song, but I don't have money for video.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, but God provided in a very easy way. I remember that was my first time to spend a lot of money. 65,000 was a lot of money for me.
Back then, that's a lot.
Man, it was so much, so much.
Yeah.
But I paid 65,000 to do Monake video, and everything just went without any problem.
Yeah.
First week, second week, third week, the song was still doing good, and then he passed on.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really, and still is, you know, when you think about those things, those times and everything. But I always stick with the positive side of it, because it came out to be like a blessing in my life, you know. Yeah. So the song, the words that I said in the song, because he had to write his own verse, but all my part is what I had went through. Wasoro kwa mendarau, wasoro kuna watu wanataka kuniona, you know, like kunaona mtu anakaaje, you know. So nilikuwa nimedharauliwa vibaya in Nairobi for sure.
Is that the period of time ulikuwa unapitia through depression and you wanted to give up? Yep.
It was that time. There was a lot going on, but I had hope that, listen, I wasn't able to go to school at that moment, and I knew my life was shattered. So the only thing was giving me hope is I can sing. I'll stick with this.
That's what kept you going.
Yeah. So I was putting everything that I had into that.
So what would you tell anyone who's going through mental health problems right now? Because there's so many youths going through depression and all of that.
Yeah.
You've been there. You went through it and you got out of it. What would you tell them?
So this is what I would say. You know, it's a dark place. So when you're in a dark place, you have to, the only thing that will make you feel good is if you see light. Yeah. So you have two decisions: to keep sinking in the dark or keep looking for that light. You know, so you have to stick positive. So for me, I fixed my eyes and my thinking in the only thing that will give me hope and push through with it. Yeah. So people have different reasons why and different causes why they're in the depression and everything, but you look on the other side of it, the opposite side of it, and that's why you stick, because you know, you can't hide from it.
True.
By taking drugs and everything. There's more sinking into it. So you have to get to a point where you yourself, you have to fight it.
You have to deal with it.
Yeah, because I can come, encourage you, but if you're not fighting it,
it's useless.
Yeah, it's useless. So that's the point, that everyone who is in a depression or whatever they're going on, just look on the other side of it, the opposite of it. And just stick with it. And pray. Yeah, and pray, exactly.
All right, so fast forward. Okay, share maju.
Yep.
25 states. Mse ametoka tu Kenya, hata toka Africa. How was that feeling for you?
Yeah, so when I left, actually, that's when my music career was opening up. Could get shows, started getting money. I moved, get my own place. Set up a house where I was living, from a bedsitter to one bedroom. I felt like I'm a king at that moment. So then the invite came through. Went, get the visa, Saa huku tulikuwa tumezoea matatu, ukikuwa umekafunga kidogo unachukua taxi, unasikia uko fiti, you know.
Nika umeomoka kiasi.
Lakini haitakuwa kila time, unajua. Sasa umefika huko, naitwa shows every corner. And si matatu ama taxi na bukiwa tu mandege. Mwanangu, so ikiwa wewe sasa utadu. Unabukiwa ndege, hoteli fiti, ma 5 stars,
yani hivyo ndio uliamua utatuache hivyo. That was the point.
Sasa ingekuwa wewe ungefanya.
Kenya hata mimi siwezi rudi.
Ndio hivyo bana.
Kenya inaweza kuwa shads safi.
But ilikuwa it was God had already planned it. Unajua. Kwa amesha plan na nikaangalia nikasema kuna zile vitu zenye tunaombanga Mungu atufanyie.
Yes.
Kujua tuko na free will. You make your own decision.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa najiuliza nimeletwa States, then what next? You know, so nikakaa chini nikafikiria and at that moment while I'm still thinking I'm still getting gigs there. So so I went, nilitua sana nikasema no, I'm going to stick there. And that's how
we utache yo one bedroom hivyo.
Kaiacha tu hivyo. Kaachana nayo.
Right, amazing. So, uka moved to the States and then you got married.
Yeah.
How did you get to start your own businesses and still manage to do music and now have a family? Uko na watu wawili?
Yeah.
How do you even get to balance all that? Because Maju, life is very fast, right?
Very fast, for sure. Yeah, so it's there's something called time, right? If you manage your time well, then you're on top of the game.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
So if you have 5 minutes, you can only do something in 5 minutes, even 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So for me, I value my time.
Yeah.
So much. I plan my day. I know when I wake up, devotion. You know, me and my family, devotion, get breakfast, give my kids attention.
Yeah.
If it's time to go to work, I will go.
Yeah.
And then when I come back, you know, give my wife time.
Yeah.
Kids time. And then when they go to sleep, I do my stuff.
That's
at
when
night.
You do music?
Yeah, at night. Because I feel like there's no distraction of any kind.
Yeah.
Because during the day, when my kids come, I can't be like, hey, go away, I'm working. No.
Yeah.
So during the night, I always have enough time. I'm not worried about somebody's going to knock at the door and come and tell me, hey, can you do this for me? No, everybody's asleep. So now I can focus.
True.
Yeah, I can pray. I can write, you know. I can think about business ideas. Yeah, so I do my stuff during the night. Yeah, that's how I manage it. But at the end of the day I really treasure every part of that because ministry started before I met my wife. All this started before they came in my life. So there's no way I can trash that and be like, okay, now we're in the new. No, my purpose is still moving on.
You have 2 businesses, right?
Yeah.
A car rental and elder home care.
Home care. It's a healthcare agency.
Why did you choose to get into home care? Taking care of the elderly. Home care,
that's my wife's vision.
Yeah.
And I support her on that. So we do it together. So car rental, that's my vision.
Yeah.
We work together. So yeah. So
basically the family businesses
right now. So that's my wife's vision. She had it even before I met her. And for me, definitely I love cars. I was like, you know, apart from music, I can deal with cars. So I do car rental.
Yes.
And then we all do everything together. Like right now, I'm here. She's running some things back there.
Yeah,
you know, so when she's not around, I do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a family business.
I want us to delve into your music.
Yeah.
But sir, hatuwezi ongea about ngoma zote because itachukua sijui how many hours. But juzi tu umetoa a song with Hillsong. How did you even get to do such a collaboration with Hillsong? Because this Hillsong is not just your average kind of.
Exactly.
Yeah. How did this come to happen?
I met The Truth. The Truth is a gospel singer in the States.
Yeah.
I met him while I was doing my car business, you know, and then we became good friends. So there's a time Hillsong opened their branch in Atlanta, and he called me. He was like, hey, Hillsong, they're opening a branch here, and I think you can help us do some things too. I was like, okay, yeah, I can work with you guys.
Yeah.
So I started working with them hapa kule. Sangine niko sangine siko, but hiyo rapo ilikuwa.
Yeah.
And then he introduced me to so many people. But behind that, Ingoma is a rendition from the Hillsong, the I Surrender. So this is a song that I use so much, and I used to use it even now.
Yeah.
Then and now, when I'm doing my devotions and everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's a song that leads you to prayer and everything. So I was like, I love this song so much. And then I was like, right now, Limo Blaze did something, I can do kind of the same thing. Ooh. Yes, I was like, I love Hillsong. Maybe I can write my own lyrics, take the chorus and everything. Yeah. So I did, put it all together, and then I reached out to Hillsong for, you know, you have to reach out because
for the rights
yeah, so it came out positively, na ilikuwa poa.
Yeah.
Nikasema, man, that's a blessing. And that's how it came up.
It's a really beautiful song.
I love it so much, yeah.
Can you perform it and can you monetize on it?
So on my YouTube, right now it's not monetized, but it's being monetized on the distribution company that I use.
Yeah.
And we are all there, like we all have rights.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called I Surrender, playing right here on Trace FM. First with the hits. And a cheeky feedback here, you know Wagwan, if you're just joining us. Go ahead and send in your questions for Benachi. Niko na Karen Karaoke, anasema ngoma Tembea Nami imemtoa mbali sana, and she always listens to it. Na niko na mwingine anaitwa Wambo, anasema Benachi umetoka mbali kutoka nitembele. Ni wa kitambo. So umewak na wase wengi, Alice Kimanzi, Moji, Shot Baba, Guardian Angel. I mean, the list is endless. Do you have any new or upcoming artist you've noticed tu hivi kiasi anytime you come back to Kenya?
Yeah, wako ni si moja tu. Hii gospel iko na watu wengi.
Iko na wase wengi?
Wako wengi, na you know, Mungu atawafungulia njia just the same way he did. I know always baki amateur forever. Always baki chini forever. You know, itafika time yenye pia sisi we'll have to pave way and do other things. And so right now, Moji, Guardian, we are all helping
upcoming.
Tunawapatia advices, they ask us questions, we also leading them, you know. Being there for them, you know.
So umetoa iyo I Surrender, and you also have one amazing one inaitwa Nashukuru. Looks like you're dropping songs after songs after songs. Do you have a project coming up anytime soon?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I have an album that is supposed to drop this February. I will announce the dates on my social media. So watu wangu, kaeni rada.
Isha.
Imeisha. I Surrender, Nashukuru, they are all in that album. So I will announce the dates on my social media, the name of the album. So watu wangu, just keep it locked on my social media.
Follow up your social media by there so we can keep track.
Alright, so Instagram ni Benachi _Mwanake. Twitter and Benachi Kenya. YouTube Benachi Kenya. Facebook Benachi Lieutenant Mwanake. Alafu TikTok. Watu wangu wamelala TikTok. TikTok nikani liwachwa na upepo kidogo. I need to do this short videos kidogo. But TikTok Benachi _Mwanake. So kawe ni fan wa TikTok, itabidi umenifollow alafu nikufollow pia.
Kwanza si ututole dance challenge ya Nashukuru hapo, because Nashukuru iko na vibe iko.
Dance challenge.
So tunafaa kufuata hapo tu.
Hata tutafanya moja kabla niende.
Say less.
Ndio hiyo.
So album inaitwaje, iko na jina?
Sasa hii jina sitaki kusema saa hii. Hii ni wacha nisiseme saa hii. Nitaharibu surprise.
Okay, sawa. Basi tuambie tracks ni ngapi then?
10.
10. Kuna features?
Yeah.
Pia hiyo utaki kutuambia? Ai, Benachi tuambie moja, shubali. Moja tu hivi, moja.
Wacha tu nisiseme. Wacha tu watu wakujua waone kwa social media. Ndio poa.
Itabidi tumfuate guys.
Unaona kama unifollow time ya nitembelee. Hao ni watu wazuri hao. Watakuja kucheki mambo.
Watakuja.
Trust me, I will announce the dates and the name.
Yeah.
And you will see the list. Na wala tu nimeficha.
Is this your best project yet? Are we even ready for this?
Man, it's amazing because one thing that I didn't mention is states wanaitwa mashows. Kuna Kenyans.
Yeah,
first of all Kenyans, but si Kenyans peke yake niko naimbia, so I was pushed to do songs that everyone can understand. So hata nikifanya Kiswahili, I'm adding English words in there so niweze ku accommodate everyone.
All right.
Yeah, so hii album acha napate tu ka kionjo. Hii album is not just all Swahili songs. It's mixed, and I believe it's a time that imefika Mungu atupeleke international.
True.
Benachi to the world.
Amen.
Ndo hivyo sasa.
Any last words to my fans, the youths listening to you?
Yeah. So I would say always keep God first. Get to know what your purpose is.
Yeah.
Stick to it no matter when the waves comes and everything.
Yeah.
You stick to your purpose. So you cannot be firm in your purpose kama hujaweka Mungu mbele. Yeah, so you have to put God first. Umombe akupatie nguvu.
Yeah.
So that you'll be firm when the waves comes. Usikuwa unaenda na wave hivi tunarudi. Yeah, so purpose has to be served whether you are sick. Umeenda sijui nchi gani. Uko na njaa. If your purpose is supposed to be served, it has to get done, because wase ikifika time kwenda job, kama ulikuwa wapi jana, utamka 8 when the job. So the same thing, treat your purpose the same way. And always work hard, always hope for the best, be positive. Mungu mbele kwa kila kitu.
Alright, sasa tuambie something small about Nashukuru. Kwanza hiyo vibe iko kwa hiyo ngoma, it's amazing. Nika ulikuwa unasoma vile kunaenda huku cause kuna mapiano hivi kiasi. Tell us something about it.
So, before niseme why I did the song, you know, like nilikuwa najaribu kufanya kitu different, you know, something a little bit different kidogo. Kwa Soila unaona kama siwezi dance kidogo. Najua kuvunja mifupa kiasi. But behind the song is reflecting from where God has brought me from. Fikisha mbali, you know. So it's a Thanksgiving song. So nikafikiria it's a Thanksgiving song. So lazima watu wafurahi na dance. So gikweni song inaleta happiness, inafanya usikie vizuri. So tuimbie Mungu, tushukuru. It's a Thanksgiving song. So it's a song about I'm just thanking God for everything that he has done and what he's going to do, and in dancing and praising.
Amen.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much.
Unarudi lini home? Uko home, unaenda home? Ama uko ni shag sasa?
No, uko ni home. But number one, uko itabaki home forever. Yeah, so very soon naenda, lakini narudi tena. This year mtaniona huku, mwaka mtaniuliza kwani ulihamia huku tena?
But kwanza ukirudi after umedrop your album, please pitia hapa, si ndio?
Lazima.
At least tuichambue kiasi.
Lazima.
Alright, there we go. Tumekuwa na Benachi right here on Trace FM, first to the hits. Coming up next is his new latest song, as you've heard, inaitwa Nashukuru, for all the right reasons. This is Trace FM, first with the hits.